I mean, Claressa Shields said she can beat me, bro. Claressa
Yeah,
Shields,
she did.
I don't know what state she from, man. They got legalized marijuana out there. What's she smoking on, bro? You know, we all saw her get dropped by her sparring partner, man. You know, it is what it is.
So look, they asked me questions and I answered them. The question a long time ago was, who is a male fighter I think I could beat in a boxing match? Mm-hmm. I said Sean Porter and Keith Thurman.
We could fight for charity, you know, boys and girls clubs. Like, what am I doing getting in the ring with Claressa Shields? Like, get out of here.
Some of these guys are so intimidated that I'm just so strong and so confident and so great at what I do. They're intimidated that they think, like, dang, if I was to fight her, she could probably beat me up. That's intimidating for a man. I don't go around like, oh, I'll beat up these men. What's up with you, Charlemagne? You want to fight? You want to fight DJ Envy? What's up?
Don't
I don't walk around like that.
Claressa Shields has long proven herself as one of the most skilled fighters in the sport. But everything changed the moment she openly called out former unified champion Keith, one-time Thurman, for an official, sanctioned bout. The entire combat sports community paused when they heard it. This wasn't a playful sparring challenge or a publicity stunt for the gym. She made it clear, with complete confidence, that she believed she could walk into a professional boxing match and outclass him.
I've been sparring against boys and men for 20 years. That's 2 decades of boxing. I didn't say I'm going to go in there and knock Rolly out. I didn't say I can overpower him. I said I can outbox him. I've outboxed plenty of men who are professional boxers inside the ring. Yeah, sparring is not a real fight of sparring, but boxing is not MMA sparring. MMA sparring is 60%, 70%. Most of the time up in sparring, especially sparring against a guy and he got his girlfriend in the gym, his wife in the gym, his kids in the gym, he not finna let no woman get off on him. I get off on men and piece them up and sparring respectfully with they women and with they kids there, because I'm a very serious boxer. You cannot speak doubt into my skills and what I can do, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that because you gotta really be in the gym. I sparred over 100 rounds for this fight against Franchon. Watched her. I sparred all men. I had 2 different sparring partners, 10 rounds twice a week. That's 20 rounds, 2 different men for, I don't know, 8-10 weeks straight. I sparred over 100 rounds. These guys are pros. The sparring partner I had was 170 pounds. One was 173 pounds. I'm sparring against these guys to get ready for my world championship fight against Franchon, who's a decorated amateur.
It wasn't just another bold statement. It was a moment that shook the fight world. Claressa Shields, already recognized for her elite skill set, took things to an entirely different level when she set her sights on former unified champion Keith, one-time Thurman. And she didn't frame it as a casual challenge or a sparring session behind closed doors. No, she was talking about a legitimate, sanctioned fight. The reaction was instant. Fans, analysts, and fighters alike were caught off guard. This wasn't the kind of call-out you hear every day. Shields spoke with complete certainty, standing firm in her belief that she had what it takes to step into a pro ring against Thurman and outbox him.
Treating the greatest female boxer of all time like a rookie begging for a quick lesson.
This really manifests. One, I have no interest in this type of fight. But if the fans hold interest in such an event, and if we can do it for charity, I most likely would fight her with my jab only. She could even put on a headgear, okay? And like, what else did I say? I said I would do jab only.
You could wear bigger gloves. She could wear bigger
she
gloves.
could put on a head. If we could get a plethora of money together for these I'll wear bigger gloves, like whatever. It's an exhibition. Like you said, this fight there's no such thing as a real fight. So like the homegirl said, the men played different. I forgot, but somebody reminded me, women don't even do 3-minute rounds, bro.
I know.
They don't even do 3-minute rounds. Like, what do you like? It's not even the same. It's not even the same thing.
It's almost not even the same sport. Then they go rounds too.
Then she had the audacity to say, I spar men. And she puts this video of her sparring some kids that look like they just walked into my boxing club. They look like the softest amateurs I've ever seen. And she hits this boy with an overhand right She's in the corner. She hits him with the overhand right. Boom! He eats that, man. He eats that thing like some Lucky Charm. He don't take one step back. He got hit square in his face. He don't take. No, and he ate it like some Lucky Charms, man. Didn't take one step back. Her homegirl filming the whole thing was like, great right hand. You know, like, look, man.
Thurman didn't respond with emotion, he responded with facts. And his counter was ruthless. Instead of trading words, he leaned on the rulebook itself, exposing a critical flaw in her entire proposal. In his view, the issue wasn't skill, it was structure. He made it crystal clear, she hasn't competed under the demands of a 12-round fight built on 3-minute rounds. In men's championship boxing, those extra minutes add up fast, turning every bout into a true endurance test where stamina, pacing, and power are pushed to the absolute limit. On the women's side, rounds are capped at 2 minutes, a difference that may seem small on paper but becomes massive over the course of a full fight. By shining a light on that gap, Thurman effectively tore apart the foundation of her challenge. He argued that stepping into that environment isn't just about confidence, it's about conditioning for a completely different level of physical demand. In doing so, he transformed her bold ambition into a complicated, almost unworkable scenario.
Right thing, they don't even box 3-minute rounds.
Right.
She's not a 12-round fighter. Serena Williams said that men's tennis and women's tennis aren't the same sport. Okay.
Yeah, she got beat by like the 100 or something ranked person. It was pretty crazy, but she just got destroyed by like a guy who I think wasn't even in the top 100 or something like that, top 1,000.
Yeah, it's not the same sport. She said the speed of the serve alone changes the dynamics of how the whole game is played.
Right.
And so, boxing is boxing. It is what it is. It's not. Shoot, on some Jake Paul undercard at the circus, like, you know what I mean? Where boxing is not boxing, it's just boxing because it's boxing, that's what she wants, it is what it is. I still have true love and dedication for the sport. I'm just a purist in that attribute, I think it's really hard for the women. They don't have enough competition. They don't have enough to sell themselves. They just don't have enough excitement, in the sport. And it happens, I think watching a female tennis match is very entertaining, to see females on the court, to see men on the court are entertaining. To see females on the ice ring, to see males on the ice ring, it's entertaining, right? There's certain sports where the gender doesn't take away the entertainment, right? To see women play golf and to see men play golf, it's entertaining because those women are better than most of the guys.
Keith Thurman, usually known for his calm and respectful demeanor, finally reached his breaking point during a live interview, and it was explosive. Confronted with Claressa Shields' non-stop proclamations, he snapped, questioning what could make her believe she could even step into his world. His frustration was raw and unfiltered, showing a side of him rarely seen by the public. In a move that instantly went viral, Thurman delivered a provocative and highly controversial remark, accusing her of talking more than she could ever back up. To drive his point further, he referenced tennis superstar Serena Williams, noting how even she recognized the huge physical gap between men's and women's sports. Thurman's message was crystal clear: ambitious or not, Shields needed to stay in her own lane.
She could beat Willie Murray. What are your thoughts on that?
Claressa Shields said she can beat me, bro. Claressa Shields,
she did.
I don't know what state she from, man. They got legalized marijuana out there. What's she smoking on, bro? We all saw her get dropped by her sparring partner, man. It is what it is, man. She a female with an erection, baby. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, she just talks a lot of talk. Women and males, they very rarely, even on an exhibition level, have they cross paths with one another, right? Serena Williams has made the big statement of the difference of the women's division and the men's division just off of the first serve, the speed and the power from the serve, So she's a talented woman who's done great things in boxing. Hats off to her. Applause, a lot of things, but When they say stay in your lane,
The online boxing world erupted against Shields, uncovering a hidden piece of footage that instantly cracked her untouchable image. Social media blew up with a blurry, highly debated leaked sparring video that left her reputation in tatters. In the clip, Shields is seen being seriously floored by a male boxer named Arthur Amatovs, a striking contradiction to her bold claims of easily outboxing top men in the gym. The video spread like wildfire across Twitter and Instagram, giving fans endless material to rally behind Thurman's stance and ridicule her ambitious intergender boxing dreams. What was once her confident public persona now faced relentless scrutiny, turning her daring challenge into the ultimate meme and debate fodder in the boxing community.
Yes. Oh!
Quick to retreat, Shields tried to defend herself with a questionable explanation for the leaked knockdown. She claimed that Amatovs had removed the padding from his gloves on purpose, but the internet wasn't buying it. Fans saw the video as clear evidence that her challenge to male champions was unrealistic. The notion that a journeyman had to cheat to floor her didn't hold up against the undeniable footage, leaving her credibility with hardcore boxing fans seriously damaged.
Who's the baddest man you ever whooped? Could you even tell her? You're not trying to put anyone.
I don't even consider sparring like whooping guys because sparring, I'm working on certain things, they're working on certain things, and guys are like, I'm like so respectful of the guys. Like I done dropped guys in sparring.
That was my next question.
I done been dropped in sparring once by a guy.
He got you to the body or what?
Nah, I ain't never been dropped to the body. No, I ain't no fucking punk. I got caught. No, but the guy I sparred, he was like a little Russian hater. He took the padding out of his gloves. I had whooped his ass on a Monday, and his coach wanted to spar again on Thursday. But he caught me, but he didn't have no padding in his gloves. He know exactly who he is.
Damn.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So it get kind of serious when you sparring against these guys and you embarrassing them. So where they gotta take the padding out their gloves. And it happened to me 2018, right before I fought against Hannah Gabriels the first time.
What happened to him before he left the gym? You guys find that out before he left the gym?
Yeah, 100%. I spar. So whenever I spar against two different guys. So I sparred 4 rounds with him. I think he dropped me in the 4th. Then I sparred 4 more rounds with another guy. And then he got out. Then the guy who dropped me, he stayed in and he boxed against the other guy I sparred. So the other guy I sparred, Harold. Harold can tell you the guy's name. He sparred against him, and it was like second round. And he was like, "Bro, you wasn't hitting like that on Monday because we all worked on Monday." So after they got done sparring, I walked up to him and I was just like, "Hey man, thanks for the work." And I felt his glove, and I'm like, "Oh." After I pulled down, I said, "Come here." Took the gloves off. I held them, and then his coach, I snatched off and said, "No." I said, "What the fuck are these?" And then like the little dude was acting like he didn't speak English no more. And then his coach was like, "I had got these gloves from Roberto Duran. These were good." I said, "Who the fuck wears these kind of gloves in sparring? There's no padding in here." So I ran out to my car to get my knife, and by the time I came back in, the Coach John was grabbing me because I was about to cut the coach.
A shocking twist surfaced when diehard boxing fans examined the man who had actually floored her. Known for their sharp memory, they quickly uncovered a harsh irony linking her gym setback to another of her bold claims. Shields had once confidently stated that she could easily take down champion Rolando "Rolly" Romero.
That you believe you can.
I beat Rolly. He's a world champion. Rolly Ramirez. Listen, it's not about, I think Rolly is very unorthodox. He's very strong, right? But I'm way taller than him, way longer than him, and got better boxing skills.
So how about one of his punches though?
Did you not hear what I said? It's hard for somebody smaller to hurt somebody that's bigger. I walk around at 185. He fights at 140. Or is it 47? It's one.
He said 140, 147.
But I'm just saying though, like when you, and then like with his skill set, he can't be.
So that's where it came from. You said that you could be the 3-division world champion, lightweight, super lightweight, and welterweight. Take it away.
He just became welterweight. Who did he fight against for that 47 belt? I can't remember. Who he beat for that 47 belt? Was it Ryan Garcia?
Hold on. I just let me see. He's recognized as the champ. I don't know
if it wasn't Ryan, it was the older guy. It was the older guy, but it was the stoppage.
About the Mexican that really beat him, but they gave him the
they stopped the fight too fast.
Yeah. That guy was beating him. I know the older guy. He's like 40-something years old.
Romero had actually faced Amatovs in a real, sanctioned professional fight. Rather than a tough gym sparring, Romero dominated, knocking him out cold in just 2 rounds. The harsh truth was undeniable. The very man who floored Shields couldn't even last 6 minutes against the male champions she had been boldly challenging.
Rolly, You know why you've been
I
in the
know.
news
I'm
too.
a little, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, but we're gonna have to.
What is it about you that she feels that she can beat you? What is it about I mean, she looking at it like she's like, hey, what we can fight at 165. I mean, she's 165. She said she can get down to 165. Her last fight, she was at 175. What is it about you, Rolly, that gives her the confidence that she can beat you?
I mean, she's a competitor. I mean, she has to be confident. I mean, I never heard of anyone saying, I'm going to fight this person and lose.
Right.
So, I mean.
Well, women don't normally say, you know what, I'm going to fight a woman fighter. Doesn't normally say, you know what, I'm going to fight a male champion fighter and I'm going to beat him. In judo, in karate, in MMA, it doesn't matter. Tennis player, basketball player. We don't see women. We don't see someone of the opposite sex call out someone in said profession that they're in and say, "Yeah, I can beat him."
Serena Williams did, and she lost to the ranked 200 dude.
Yes, and he beat her sister too. One beat 1-6, 1-6-2, the other 6-2, if I'm not mistaken. But she was like, you know what? I can't beat. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I can't beat a male. I just can't.
Okay, well, I'll say it like this, right? If she believes she can beat me, then she'll beat me.
Would you fight?
I don't hit women.
They got 20 million. They got a $20 million purse. Now all of a sudden, 20 million. You ain't gonna be driving no Corolla. You ain't gonna be driving no Toyota Corolla.
I mean, I don't drive any of those anymore, anyway.
We'll see. I know 20 million will go a long way, Roland. I don't know about you, but 20 million, that seems like a lot of cheddar.
Oh man, I don't hit women. I just don't hit women. It's not.
As the chaos unfolded, major voices in the combat sports world finally weighed in to put an end to the madness. Superstar Shakur Stevenson shared a nuanced opinion, praising Shields as a female version of Floyd Mayweather, yet firmly emphasizing that men and women compete in completely different arenas.
Honestly, you know, I think it's hard for her to be able to beat a male fighter, but I would love to see it because she campaigning it, and if she believe it, I believe it. So I believe in her at the end of the day. So I would love to see it.
You do realize men produce testosterone. They have longer bones. They have harder punching power.
What if he don't hit Claressa? What if he don't hit her?
Shakur,
then what?
You gonna go to hell. You know, for lying, you go to hell. That's what the Bible teaches us. I know you're a man of the blood. The Bible teaches us.
Man, tell her to come to training camp with me. She is not gonna get touched.
He gonna cut the ring off. Even at that weight. Let's just say she fights at, I think she said she fought this last fight at 175. I think she said she can get down to 165. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, she gets down to 165. He's at 140. His body still produces more testosterone than hers. His bones are still longer than hers. It's like Serena, all her partners, her hitting partners were men.
Yeah.
She couldn't beat a 250th ranked man.
You know, it's crazy. I agree with you though. I agree with what you're saying. All I'm saying is Claressa Shields is different. So with her being as good as she is and her skill set.
This blunt biological reality quickly spread online, reaching a viral peak on the Night Cat podcast. NFL legends Shannon Sharpe and Chad Okocinco decisively dismissed her intergender boxing ambitions. Sharpe issued a sharp reality check on muscle density and bone structure, making it clear that such a fight wouldn't just be uneven, it would be downright dangerous.
You've been in the news a lot this week, Rolly. You know why you've been in the news.
I'm a little, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, but we're gonna have to.
What is it about you that she feels that she can beat you? What is it about? I mean, she looking at it like she's like, hey, what, we can fight at 165. I mean, she's 165. She said she can get down to 165. Her last fight, she was at 175. What is it about you, Rolly, that gives her the confidence that she can beat you?
I mean, she's a competitor. I mean, she has to be confident. I mean, I never heard of anyone saying, I'm going to fight this person and lose.
Right.
So, I mean.
Well, women don't normally say, you know what, I'm going to fight a woman fighter. Doesn't normally say, you know what, I'm going to fight a male champion fighter and I'm going to beat him. In judo, in karate, in MMA, it doesn't matter. Tennis player, basketball player. We don't see women. We don't see someone of the opposite sex call out someone in said profession that they're in and say, "Yeah, I can beat him."
Serena Williams did, and she lost to the ranked 200 dude.
Yes, and he beat her sister too. One beat 1-6, 1-6-2, the other 6-2, if I'm not mistaken. But she was like, you know what? I can't beat. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I can't beat a male. I just can't.
Okay, well, I'll say it like this, right? If she believes she can beat me, then she'll beat me.
Would you fight? Would you
I don't hit women.
This explosive story ultimately highlights a clash between unstoppable self-belief and the harsh realities of human biology. Claressa Shields has the kind of fearless confidence that propelled her to become a multi-time undisputed world champion. You don't reach her level by playing it safe. But why chase fights against dangerous male knockout artists? Does she truly believe she can face a male world champion, or is this a masterful marketing tactic? By inserting herself into the hottest men's boxing debates, she stays in the headlines, sparks conversation, and builds leverage for massive paydays that fuel her champion lifestyle. Controversy is her currency. Will a heavily modified exhibition match ever happen to settle the debate? Probably not, but as long as Shields keeps making waves, the boxing world will keep watching.
This where y'all get it wrong at. Boxing, I do take personally because that is my job, that's my livelihood, and that's all that I do. Boxing, anything you say about me up in boxing, I take personally because that is my life. I don't have no other life outside of boxing.
But let me ask you a question. So you are above reproach. Nobody can have an opinion about you.
No, you can have an opinion.
But then why you get upset if I got an opinion?
I didn't get upset. I still came on here and talked to you.
But you took a personal shot in your tweet. Shakur took a personal shot. He took a personal shot because after the Teofimo fight, Ocho and I said, he fabulous. He was sensational tonight. I had him taking all the rounds.
He didn't get the knockout,
I said, but his fights don't excite me and I wouldn't spend no money.
Oh, yeah. But see, there again, see, this is what I want you guys to realize, and I've spoken this to the guys who I'm cool with, and even like some of the commentators. Y'all say stuff like that and other people, and then it could affect other people. Like, you saying that can make other people be like, I'm not going to spend my money to go and see Shakur fight. And he can take that very offensive because you do have a big platform and people do love Uncle Shannon. You know what I'm saying? So he can take that he can take that personally, but it's like, I think you just should have said, it don't excite me. But then when you like, oh, it don't excite me and I ain't going to spend my money to go, it's like, you know that the money that people pay for the fight goes.
And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more, and we'll